Don't forget that after this there will be the sunset safari, so the naturalists all out and about seeing what they can find. So don't go anywhere, lots of action coming your way. Thanks to the Wild Earth team, you guys rock. Without them, none of this would be possible. And of course, you the viewers, for joining us as per usual. Always a pleasure. And all we can do is wonder what's going to happen next. You never can tell with wildlife. Expect the unexpected, and the only constant is change. So that's it from me for now, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Salagahle, bush greetings. Cheers.
Well, a very good afternoon to everybody, and thank you for joining us once again on our highlight show this afternoon here at the Djuma Private Game Reserve, well, in the northern Sabi Sands. My name is Cedric, and behind the camera with me this afternoon here in the tent we've got Panda. So yes, well, in the next half an hour we will be discussing some highlights that's been happening from yesterday's sunset safari and this morning's sunrise safari. Yes, there has been some exciting things and plenty of elephants around, so I think I can't wait to get to those clips. But yes, this is OnSafari. Well, as you know, this is a live and interactive show, so if you've got any comments and questions or suggestions that you want to send through to us this afternoon, please make sure that you do send them through. If you are watching on the Wild Earth website, that is wildearth.tv, just make sure that you do register so you can send those comments and questions through. Or just if you want to have a conversation with us and with the rest of the viewers, well, go onto our hashtag Wild Earth on Twitter, also known as X, or go onto our YouTube channel. Well, if it's your first time joining us on this highlight show, what we're going to do in the next half an hour, I'm going to discuss some highlight clips that's been happening over the last 24 hours, as well as I'll be telling you my plans for the afternoon, and as well Amy is outside there waiting on Wendy, and we will go over to her a little bit later on to see exactly what her plans is looking like for the day. But yes, it is quite a rainy afternoon. It is not rainy, but it's once again still drizzling. It's cool, it's beautiful, it's lovely. It's got a fresh scent in the air. I'm loving it. Hey Panda?
Yeah, I love it.
It's lovely, lovely, lovely. It feels so kind of, how can I say, like not airy, but comfortable. Comfortable, that's the word. It feels very comfortable for this afternoon. But anyway, further ado, I think let's get to our first highlight clip. And well, it's once again, as I said, we had awesome elephant sightings, and this is one of the sightings that we had yesterday afternoon. So let's get to the first clip.
I'm going to come back for more. He's eaten his Popeye spinach, and now he's coming back. Now he feels strong. Yes. Look at that trunk. That trunk. Oh, that trunk. Oh, so sweet. Oh, they're adorable. I love them, man. Elephants. You can sit with them for hours. For hours. Entertainment at its best. It's funny, he actually pulled off the leaves and some of the magic guari berries, because it's full of berries at the moment, and he just chucked it away. Almost looked like he was using the grass like a whip. Come for me. I dare you. Well, you've got a standoff with now another one. Maybe a touch now to the side. There we go. Break it off. Right, there we go. That's some lead.
That was fantastic. Fantastic. What a sighting. As always, I think I was getting a little bit worried at one stage because we felt like maybe the elephants have disappeared off Djuma. And usually that happens after the marula season. The elephants start dispersing into other properties and further down to the river area because, you know, there's not much water around, and they go down to like the Sand River, the Sabi River, Olifants, Letaba, and all that. But yeah, we've been very fortunate with like 2 or 3 beautiful herds of elephants roaming around here on Djuma. So yes, it is fantastic having them like, well, once again, back the side, and always can get entertained by them. Katie, yeah, the thing about younger elephants, they are inquisitive. Younger elephants are inquisitive. It's like a kid. You know, they're always going to be inquisitive. The mom and dad will be walking down the street and there's a little dog on the side, you know, and just like sitting there. And of course the kids are going to go, oh, look at that, you know, and mom and dad's going to carry on walking down the road. So it's exactly with the elephants. So all of a sudden you see these youngsters like, oh, there's a vehicle. This is nice. You know, let's go to the vehicle and see what's happening, you know, swish my grass around or a branch around at them, and you know, so that's just all about inquisitive elephants that always ends up doing those things. But I love it. I absolutely enjoy them so much, and we can just sit with them for hours, and yeah, I love it. Always nice. So I got a question the other day, and somebody was asking me about boma. Why do we call it a boma here? Now, if you're a boma in South Africa, or in Africa in general, especially in South Africa, what happens is at night, if you're going back to your lodge and you're going to have dinner outside in a boma. So a boma is pretty much things that's like big branches, and that's all like, how can I say, stumps from a tree, usually a leadwood tree. And they'll put it in like a circle, a huge circle, and they'll put a fire pit in the middle, and they've got all the tables inside there, and all the guests will be sitting like facing the fire with these big branches or the big logs actually on the outskirts and all that. And I asked him, why do you call it a boma? Well, a boma came from 1800s. So what happened in the 1800s, the English and all that, when they were in here in South Africa, a lot of their top officers, the guys with the stripes on their shoulders, the guys with the plans in their head and all that, they were getting sniped by the Boers, by the Afrikaners. They were getting sniped by them, and they were losing all their top officers all the time. So the officers, or the British people, said to themselves, how are we going to protect our main group, our top guys in those armies? And they said, well, you know, it's amazing, like the Zulus and all that make kraals to protect the cattle. They put those big stumps all around and put the cattle inside there, and it's called a kraal. So then they said, okay, let's make something like that. So what they did, they started taking leadwood and, like, you know, all the combretons, very heavy wood, and they put it in a circle, and they put all the officers inside there so they can do their planning and everything like that, telling them, okay, what's the next plans and all that, as well as they can go and eat without really worrying about the Boers shooting them. So that's where the name comes from. So it actually means Boma, B-O-M-A, British Officers Mess Area. All right, so that's how Boma comes about, British Officer Mess Area. So all the officers will sit inside there being protected by those big leadwood stumps and all that. It's amazing. Well, clever, well thought out. Now we use it as boma for the guests, you know, to all go and have dinner, and it's a protection for us as well. So yes, British officer, mess area. Alright, well, we are going to go prepare our next clip. I think let's head over to Amy. She is going to go and give you a rundown of her plan for this wet afternoon.
Thanks, setters, and hello to all the viewers who are watching on Safari. My name is Amy, and behind the camera with me today is Mpho, and we are excited but also braving the rain. It has started to drizzle quite heavily, so we've got the rain roof on and I've got my rain pants on just in case it gets any harder. But if it does let up, we're in store for, I think, quite a special afternoon. Now our plan is to head out there and go past some of the hyena dens. It was requested on this morning's drive to go pop past, see if anything's happening. So we're going to head down towards the southern part of Djuma and then just take a peek at some of the hyena dens, go past Treehouse Dam as well, maybe Twin Dams, and we'll see what the afternoon brings us. But that is the plan. And we are looking forward to getting out there and seeing what comes out from the rain. But we'll check you out there a little bit later. But enjoy the rest of the show. Back over to you, Cedric.
Well, thank you so much, Amy, and it's so wonderful having Amy back here at Djuma and on drive again, and I'm sure she's really excited to go and take a look at some of those den sites. I gave her a bit of a rundown on the Djuma clan and the dens in this area. Fortunately, most of them are inactive currently, but you never know. Maybe surprise, surprise. There's always something that's going to surprise us somewhere along the line. Anyway, let's go and take a look at clip number 2, which was a fantastic sighting of the Talamati Pride last night, and I absolutely loved it. I was almost in tears with this sighting.
Maybe she wants to play. Maybe she wants to pounce on him. Yep, there we go. Ah. Got you. Playtime. Oh. Look at, she's pulling him. Oh, she's pulling him from the back. Oh, this is brilliant. And it's just the relationship between the individuals that's so strong. Oh, girl, you've done so well. Almost, I just want to cry here. That's how I feel. You can just see it. You can just see it, and you can just see the respect that the two sub-adults have for the older female. You can just see it. They are. That's their bread and butter. That's their how can I say, their breadwinner. They know that they need to rely on her. They know that she has been showing them a lot of things. It's like that's their teacher. It's their teacher on life. Now they're learning very quickly. And I think the position that they've been put in as well.
All right, you're going to stop it right there. That was fantastic. Well, clearly wasn't the two sub-adults bread and butter, that. I said bread and butter. It was their breadwinner, of course. Yes, and it was so nice to see the Talamati pride like that. And as I was explaining, it was so special. They are looking fantastic. They've really kind of put on a lot of muscle over the last month or two, and which is fantastic. That's always I like to see something like that. Oh, I don't know, that Clara. Sorry, Tadiwa. Just go with that again, because it seems like these radios sometimes, yeah, when it's a little bit of an overcast situation, I think we don't get. Clara, yes, those lines are, as I was just explaining, those lines are good shape, and yeah, it's nice to see them like that. It's nice to see that they are doing well. And when they moved off last night and they went actually past our camp in that direction, they went straight west. You know, it was just nice to see that these youngsters are growing up so quickly. I think they've learned so much from that female. So she's got a lot of assistance now with that young male and young female. When it comes to hunting, when it comes to kind of, you know, looking after the pride, they all work together, and that's important. Phil from Brighton, you said line dynamics have been shifting. You know, sorry, there's so many ants inside here. There's millions of ants that's running around here. There's little ones, and they're all climbing up on my leg now. Phil from Brighton, I think the line dynamics at the moment is, you know, it's quite interesting, especially that the Nkumas now, like Chilla's got cubs, as well as those other two females from the Nkumas who are pretty much looking like they're also looking for an area to have cubs, or if they've maybe even had cubs, we don't even know yet. So I think that's going to be an interesting thing to follow up on. But yeah, the dynamics is always like that. You know, that's line dynamics. It's always just going to continue. No matter what, you think, finally settle down, and something comes in, and it just continues like that. So yeah, line dynamic is very, very interesting around this side. All right, let's get to our third clip for the afternoon. It was actually once again some elephants, and this was from this morning, and what a sighting. We had so many elephants this morning, eh, Panda?
Yeah, lots of them.
Lots of elephants. It was just amazing. All right, let's get to it.
Hello, yes. The oldest one, remember, 8-9-year-old. Oh. We got another one that's also coming to greet us. All coming to greet us this morning. That is so nice. Hey, they're all coming to say hello to Panda and myself here. That's lovely. This one's almost half asleep in front of us. Well, I don't know. Leave Rusty around. Yeah. Who's got to go to Rusty? Go. Don't worry, Rusty. You are all good. As long as it doesn't take our high left jack. Yes. I'm having a funny stare down here. These two youngsters. Yeah, I just want to say hello. Don't call your mom. That's the main thing. Just don't call your mom.
Oh, I just love those two youngsters. They're just like staring at me. And that's it. I got to enjoy that in that sighting. So yeah. Oh well, you know what? That's what I always feel like. You know, when you go out here, you never know what you're going to expect. So great stuff. Alright, so I was thinking maybe this afternoon a good old bit of stories and all that, because I was talking about the Boma now a little bit earlier, and now I thought about a sighting that I had many years ago at a place called Nkoro Bush Lodge. And it was fantastic because it was one of those sightings where I got a fright, the other guide got a fright. We almost jumped out of our skin early hours in the morning. And how it went down is, of course, early hours in the morning, pitch dark still. We went down to the lodge, the main lodge itself, to go and open up everything and to go and turn on the coffee machine to make sure that all the tea and the rusks and biscuits and coffee and sugar and everything is out there. You know, everything is prepared for the guests. You know, because now we're going to go and do. It's almost, you know, wake up time for the guests. So of course the other guy and myself, a guy called Peter Rundle and me, we went down to the main camp, and as we approached the main door to open that first door towards to go inside of the lodge, we heard like a rustling, and next moment, next to us is a dead half a duiker coming out of a tree next to us, right next to us. We see this, we get a fright. Of course, first thing comes to mind is leopard. Well, of course, it was a leopard. So we quickly stepped back, we looked back, and there's Thandi, a beautiful leopardess. She made a kill, and actually she took that duiker up into the tree during the night time, fed right there at the door, and she dropped it when she got a fright, when she saw us coming, you know, walking past with us being oblivious about her presence. She dropped it, and then we just saw that. We stepped a few paces back and all that. We gave her space. She could wait, and she came quickly down. Typical Thandi. She snarled at us. Well, we were about maybe 15, 20 meters now from her. She snarled at us like, you know, that typical Thandi snarl, and then she darted off. Off she went into the darkness, over the open area, and down to one of the drainage lines there called the Rupapi. And we grabbed the duiker, and of course we dragged the duiker out into the field, into one of the marula trees, and later on, of course, Thandi came back for a kill, and we had a fantastic sighting that morning. So, well, thanks to old Thandi for all that. You didn't have to work too hard for that morning, to find a leopard that morning. But yes, always nice just to kind of view some leopards, and especially our old characters, and talk about them. You know, it's always nice just to explain about some of the experiences that we've had with them, as I was explaining about Thandi. And you know, I do miss those leopards, and you know, they've still got a very, very soft spot in my heart. You know, and I always think about them when I see someone like Lalamba. When I see Kuchava, and you know, when I see those kind of leopards, I always think about Thandi. I think about Karula as well. I'll never forget about Karula as well. So great leopardesses that always used to roam this area. I do apologize for me smacking my legs like this, but there is thousands of ants inside of the tent at the moment, and I don't know, they got a keen taste for my skin this afternoon. Same as you, Panda.
They're coming for me.
They're coming, there's a lot of them. I think there might be a nest that's actually situated in the tent at the moment. A nest, I don't know how they're getting in. But I think it's all the wetness as well. This rain, a little bit of humidity and all that, and the ants are so active. Yeah. So you can think about the termite mounds this afternoon. Oh, we might see all those flying ants this afternoon. So we're going to take a look around at those mounds. Maybe we're lucky. Okay, all right. So I think we shall get to our last little clip for the afternoon, and it was a fantastic sighting. I'm just going to quickly prepare it here. It was a fantastic sighting. I just want to give a bit of a rundown on exactly what's happening there. What was nice about this is that from the beginning, I know when Panda is on the vehicle with me and Nadine is directing, for some other reason, that when the three of us it's like working together at that time. How many times, Panda? Chitwa has always been a winner for us. For some reason, we've always got a leopard on Chitwa. Every time we go there's a leopard for us somewhere. If it's Kuchava, if it's Nzumi, if it's Langa, if it's Marips, we've always been very successful with leopards that side. So we thought, okay, we'll go to Chitwa, go take a look there, see if we get lucky. I actually left Chitwa. As I left Chitwa, as we had another elephant sighting, I just heard one of the guides from one of the lodges saying, Cedric. Like, yep. He said, listen, yeah, we've got Nsumi exactly where you were, close to Chitwa New Driveway, Whaganyao Road. And I said, I am on my way. I am not holding back. And got there, and what a great sighting. So let's go and take a look at the clip. Well, we have got some rosettes for the morning. Yes, and it looks like Nsumi has killed a genet. Yeah, looks like she has killed a genet. You can see the genet's tail. Wow. So you can see the stripes on the tail. It looks like a Nsumi, a beautiful young leopardess. Oh, yes. So, yep, Chitwa has paid off. So we are on Chitwa, we're on a road called Whaganyao. Whaganyao. In other words, take a walk. And this is a beautiful young female leopard. If you don't know Nsumi, she hasn't got a territory as of yet. She's still pretty much coming into mom's territory. Good chava. But it seems like she's been moving more around the northern areas of Chitwa and as well into Torchwood. But it looks like she has pretty much eaten most of that genet. So genet is like a small cat. Oh, a nice tail there. Anna Marie, yes, nice to see some spots again. So this female was, when was she born? I think she was born June 2021. So she's coming on to, slowly but surely coming on to 3 years old. Oh, this is under 3 years old. You can see how she's crunching on that poor genet. Well, she's really kind of devoured most of it. I think it's just really the back end of it and the tail. You can see how she's just using that as carnassia. She is the size, those modified molars to cut through whatever she's chewing on there. It looks like she's pretty much almost done with the entire carcass. You can see the way she's just sniffing around there now. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Malik, I think it's just because it's so small. She's not going to waste something that small. Rather just lie on the ground and finish it off straight away in one go. I think if they're going to hoist something in the tree, maybe if there was a hyena when she killed it, and if there was a hyena in the area, yeah, then she'll take it up into the tree. But I think because it's so small now, rather just finish it up here, and she doesn't really have to worry. Alright, there we go, she's done. Oh, she's going to come behind the vehicle now. Oh, she's coming to the vehicle. Maybe she killed it there. Very possible. Yeah, it looks like there's fur there. Yeah, it looks like she killed it there. There it is. Well, that is it's amazing. What a way to end actually our highlight show this afternoon, or seeing old Nsumi this morning, and all that, having that genet, and wow. Yeah, I don't know when last I've seen a leopard busy feeding on a genet. I know, Picky, you said that you say that Tingana used to catch civets. Well, that's good. That's very possible. That's real. I think so. I think you're right on that. I'm trying to think back. Many years ago, Tingana was a big male leopard that used to hang around here. If you don't know who Tingana is, and yeah, he apparently caught a lot of civets. And civets also looks like a very big raccoon. It looks like a raccoon, but quite tall and slender and got some spots. It's quite stunning. That's a beautiful, beautiful animal. So yeah, that just shows you a leopard is very opportunistic. If they need to catch something small, birds, mice, squirrels, something big, impala. Tandy caught a big female kudu not too far from there many years ago as well. So yeah, they'll take that opportunity and bring it down and catch it and eat it. So food is food. But anyway, we're coming to the end of our highlight show for this afternoon, and our plan for the afternoon on this rainy afternoon, I think I'm going to go to the west. I'm going to go work a little bit on the western side of Djuma. I'm going to see exactly if we can pick up on anything that's going to be coming across that side. Maybe go look at some of the termite mounds. I think with this little bit of rain that we've had, a very, very, very important thing to do. Maybe they've opened some of the mounds. Maybe you get some flying ants coming out. Maybe they're quite busy because now the mounds are a little bit softer. Or we'll get some snakes. You never know, like a stiletto or some burrowing asps, or a malt snake. Well, you never know. You never know. Anyway, let's grab your snacks. We're going to grab our snakes. We will see you out on safari. Bye.